5 News, Alerting Arkansas. Sponsored by American Storm Shelters.
And we're tracking another round of strong storms moving in potentially at the end of next week.
Clear.
You know, we're always talking about how the weather might impact your day, but how does it actually impact your body? Let's go find out. So we traveled across 5 country to ask people, how does the weather impact your bones and joints? And we even talked to an expert to see what's really going on inside there when severe weather strikes.
No idea. I think it's the pressure in the air, but I don't know, to be honest.
I got an auntie that says she can feel it in the bones, you know what I'm saying? Especially people with arthritis, you know what I mean? Like, their bones start hurting whenever it start getting cold.
My knees start to kind of seize up and get achy, and then it gets cold the next day.
I feel it in my sinuses, in my head, all that too. I feel it in my back, all my bones, my legs. I guess I work a lot too though, so.
When my grandmother said we're about to get a snowstorm, I knew we were going to get a snowstorm because she could feel it in her knees. And I always thought, that's crazy. I'm never going to have that issue. But now, at the age that I am, I'm going, I can feel it in my knees.
I don't think there's any science behind it. So I think it is purely placebo.
To help break down the science, we talked with orthopedic surgeon Dr. Thomas Satterley here at Northwest Health to help break down the connection between joint pain and weather changes.
So the old timers sitting on the porch and grabbing their knee and say a storm's coming in, that's a real thing. Now, you know, it's not 100%, it's not absolute, but what happens is as the barometric pressure changes, your body responds. That barometric pressure is sensation. It's pressure up against your skin and your bones and your joints. And you don't really feel that, but you notice the drop. So as the barometric pressure drops and changes, it feels like swelling inside your joint. And so if you have a bad joint to start with, it can definitely make that arthritic pain flare up.
Well, as it turns out, the weather changes could have big impacts on your joints and bones, especially this time of the year where we're seeing all this severe weather. It can really cause some aches and pains throughout the day.
5, 4.
With Weather Where You Live, this has been 5 News meteorologist Stephen Hampshire.